Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rican, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that, y'all. We is finally at the end of this season that we calls Baddies Africa, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. So yeah, we finally see the full thing of what went down between Natalie and DTB.
Get the fuck up, bitch!
And I ain't gonna lie, Natalie been watching Dolly fight. I saw her doing Dolly's little uppercuts. Was it as fast as Dolly? No. But Natalie did win that. She did get the best of DTB. And I saw, okay, and then Tabby didn't jump in and hit DTB, but she inserted herself in the fight by kind of like holding her down. And it's just like, she should have just let it be. Like, girl, just stay out of it. Like, don't piss me off. So after Natalie just did her little big one, you know, she's walking off and like, yeah bitch, you know, talking about she big dog, and you know, Santana's hyping her up, and it's like the crowd's just gagged. So Natalie walks off. DTB is demanding another fade, but Natalie doesn't want to come back on stage. DTB is trying to chase her and woo, and it's just a lot going on. And when she comes back, Santana told her, like, yo, I told you to get up. I told you Natalie was going to be on that type of time. And, like, why weren't you getting up? And DTB was like, I didn't think she was serious. It's like, you snuck her at the last, you know, time that you saw her. Even though Natalie be on BS, you really thought, like, her doing all this that she wasn't calling you out? Like, no, she was serious. And it's just like, she low-key pissed me off with that explanation, because it's like, no way in Natalie's demeanor did she give, hey, I'm just playing, or I'm doing this for clout. No, she was serious. Like, and then even when she threw the mic at her, not like DTB like got up and did like, how, like, I know Natalie be playing, but I just feel like Natalie's energy definitely gave that she was on that. So the fact that DTB want to use this, I thought she was playing. Like, nah, girl, just, you know, Natalie just beat your ass. Like, it's okay. And when I'm telling you, Natalie, she knew she ate that little one thing, but she knew if she stood up and like went head up with DTB that she wasn't going to be able to, you know, like remain to keep that same energy, because DTB is literally crashing out and asking her like, bro, like, let's do it. Natalie's just like, no, I'm bored. Go fight somebody else. I'm bored. You know, like, I'm just over it. Like, girl, like, you wasn't over it like 50 seconds ago. Like, come on. And Natalie wanted to use the excuse, like, anytime she sneaks me, like, it's a sneak, it's a blah, blah, blah. Like, basically saying, you know, like, DTB don't ever do things head up. But DTB, one thing I can respect about DTB is that she stands in her truth. She said, yeah, I be doing that, but if somebody wants to fight me head up, we can do that. It's like, yeah, I did sneak Choco in the room, but anytime she wanted to fight me off after that, like, I really didn't duck no smoke. Like, we was fighting, you know. Anytime somebody else wanted to fight me, you know, if I did sneak them, like, and I can't agree with that. DTB be on BS, but it's like, anytime somebody wanted to fight her, even after she snuck them or not, like, she still gave them a fade. And it's just like, Natalie's just the type of person, she don't want to put herself in this situation to get her ass beat. But it's just like, girl, no. Even though DTV started it, you snuck her back. Don't be mad when that person wants, you know, to get they fair one. If she was trying to sneak her back, then I'll be like, but the fact that DTV just like, nah, like, do my fair one like how I be doing. And Natalie saying no, it's just like, Natalie was definitely ducking wreck. It was definitely giving scary. It definitely wasn't giving CEO energy. Okay, it's just like, no lie, it's like, people can make the point like, oh, as the CEO, she shouldn't do this, but it's like, Natalie is a cast member at this point. It's like, of course you don't want to get your ass beat on your show, but at least get to some respect on your show. What, you just gonna sneak her and not give her fair one? No, you've been saying this is your shit. Yeah, this is your shit. Fight her over hers not saying over all the shit she been saying about you on your shit. You know, that's how I feel about it. So it's like, yeah, I felt like it was lame that Natalie was definitely ducking that fair fade, because it's just like, girl. And then another thing, Natalie comes out and Roelly's just like, oh, so you want to fight me out there? For some reason, that made me laugh. She said, you want to fight me out there? And Natalie's just like, you know, you're my baddie sister. We can talk about it on USA, or we can do it now, and woo, woo, woo. So they get into this whole little story between Tommy, Amber, Roelly, and Natalie. I was just like, what? And the fact that Amber wasn't there to clear it up, it just made it all the more confusing for me, no lie.
So, we had a phone call. And you said that Amber Rose had called you and she was telling you like she had a conversation with Tommy, and Tommy was unsettled about the fight that we had. And that she wasn't over it and that I needed to watch my back because
Amber was laying. Amber did say that. She didn't say nothing about what you said was said. It was like two crazy different stories.
I never had a conversation about Roelly with Amber.
But that's what she said to me, that you guys had a conversation in the club. She came to me and Roelly and said that you were mad about the fight.
No, she never came to me.
Oh.
Amber never came to me. Me and Tommy had a conversation, and I never told you about the conversation that I had with Tommy in the club, but she knew what I was talking about.
Right.
She told me not to listen to what the fuck people were saying, and woo, 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 woo. It was just more pushing like, did you see the live? She was talking about you. So I'm like, damn, like, I know her bitches is gone. Her original bitches she go shopping with, she go out to eat with me, and I'm just like, God damn, like, what the fuck did I do? You calling me as my friend, like, and you did say this, I quote, you hate this bitch Tommy. That you was not on my, you was on my side and everything, and that you had my back. And then I'm hearing from other people like, oh, well, they on the phone every day like best friends.
Well, no, so my issue
and I'm just like, damn. Like,
because from what I got from that is that apparently Amber was being messy. Amber had told Natalie something that, okay, yeah. Amber had told Natalie that she had a conversation with Tommy about the Roelly thing, but Tommy's told Roelly that that wasn't true and that, you know, like, don't listen to what people are saying. But apparently when Natalie had told it to Roelly, she added some extra spice to it too, you know, the lives and, you know, woo woo woo. And it's just like, it does sound like Amber was being messy and, you know, yes, but Tommy got down to it saying like me and Amber shared the same dude. So it's just like, oh, okay. So Cole Killer and Marissa fighting over a dude, you know, Tommy and Amber low-key got smoke over a dude. It's just like, I really hate that these storylines transferred over to baddies. I was just like, yeah, no lie. I don't care about this. I don't care about this. So besides that, when Roelly and Natalie are talking, we get into some more stuff that has nothing to, you know, that we did not see, because apparently it's something that was going on between Natalie and Roelly and Natalie's stylist. And then after some drama had went down, at first she invited Roelly up, and then when the drama had went down, she said she don't want Roelly to come up. So Roelly felt some type of way about that. And Roelly says she gets that, you know, her main girls aren't there, and, you know, she gets that her and Natalie aren't as close as she used to be, but she felt her feelings were kind of hurt basically. And she's just like, you know, I loved you. When I met you, you were cool. You know, I watched you on TV for a long time. And I was just like, man, what did I do to her? And I was just like, girl, shut up. Shut up. And the reason why that pissed me off, because I'm telling you, on every single interview, Roelly was just like, yeah, I would never work with Natalie, and Natalie's fake, and I had to do her job. Like, going in, and you get on the reunion and it's just like, now your feelings are hurt. No, I can't respect it. So Natalie's just like, you know, we should stop letting outsiders get in our head and woo woo woo. And it's just like, Roelly, you know, you my baddie sister. And it's just like, at this point, I'm tired of them doing this every season. Like, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's like, I like the fact that when Natalie and Scotty do it now, people are just like, oh, I'm over it. But it's like, I'm over it, but at the same time, Scotty has evolved from this whole Natalie thing where it's like, I don't need Natalie thing, where it seems like Roelly isn't. So it's just like, y'all just gonna keep doing the same thing. It's like no life. I feel like it's weird. And at this point, I'm tired of hearing her complain about it. So it's just like, I really wish when it comes down to Natalie and Roelly that she should just suffer for this whole Natalie thing in peace, leave everybody out of it, stop bashing her on the internet, because at the end of the day, you know that you want to be around her and you want to be on this show and that this is your main source of income and that you low-key don't have nothing else to do besides this, so you just gonna put up with it. So it's just like, yeah, next time just keep us out of it. So as Natalie and Roelly are having a little discussion, I'm glad DTV threw a bottle on the stage to end that whole thing, because when DTV comes back out, Natalie runs to the back of the stage, and because she doesn't want to be on the stage with DTV, because she know DTV is going, you know, gonna be on that with her. So Natalie leaves, DTV comes back out, but the funny thing is, the whole time that everything is going on, DTV is just in the back. Like, you can just see her walking back and forth trying to get Natalie backstage. So then Janisha asks, you know, the big three, are y'all good? Like, do y'all feel like y'all got all y'all phase out? And they're just like, oh no. So it gears there. First, Dolly says she wants to fight. So Rican stands up because, you know, Santana tells her to. Like, Dolly didn't necessarily say who she wanted to fight, but, you know, K Rican just stood up because Santana told her to. So.
Want to fight me? It don't matter. Okay. I'm not going, okay.
By the way, what the hell did K Rican have on? Did she have on panties? And then the fact that, you know, the bodysuit was stuck all in her ass with the panties, I was just like, oh. But no lie, when it came down to Dolly and Rican definitely did not win. I will say that. So afterwards, Big Lex wants her ones with Fauna. And no lie, either you can say it was a tie or you can say Big Lex won, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that Fauna lost or Lex whooped her ass. It's like, if Lex got a few more hits in than her, then it's like, okay, cool. But when I first saw it, I was just like, okay, Ty, like, Fauna, she did her thing. She did her thing. But Tabby had came up from behind and hit Big Lex, like, low-key towards the end of the fight. And Santana was mad that Dolly and Summer were just on the opposite side of the room, not doing anything. And I low-key said that too. I was just like, okay, where's the rest of the three? Like, usually they be on it. Like, I know Summer said that she just got her, you know, her boobs done or whatever, but it's just like, girl, why would you get your boobs done right before the reunion? You know, everybody's going to want to fight you. And the thing is, not like anybody cared about the fact that she got her boobs done, because at the end of the day, she still fought. But it's just like, dang, girl, you just go, like Santana was telling them, like, y'all are known for jumping. So now that y'all friends getting jumped and y'all not jumping, yeah, people are side-eyeing y'all and looking at y'all crazy, like, yeah, what are y'all doing? Like, this is what y'all do. So then Lex and Tabby fight again. And no lie, you can, if you want to say Lex won, I can say Lex won. But the funny thing is Tabby going to the crowd and celebrating like she won. Because do I think that, you know, Lex just like whooped the hell out of Tabby that round? Like, no. But it's like the fact that she was celebrating like she won, it's just like, I was like, oh, maybe she's celebrating because she knows like this is the best that she's done against Lex. But the crazy thing is, her face was still hella effed up. Well, like when they were showed the close up on her face when she was talking, I was like, oh, whoa, girl, maybe you shouldn't be celebrating. Like, sit down, sit down. Then afterwards, Santana low-key made Tabby fight Dolly over the chain, because he came up to Tabby and was just like, oh, fight Dolly over your chain. And she's like, Dolly, come on. And it's just like, girl, no lie. I feel like she low-key wasn't worried about that chain, but you know, Santana kind of like told her to do it and she just did it. And then no lie, she didn't win. So it's just like here's the thing. I don't have an issue with Santana hosting, because I feel like Santana watches the show, he knows what's going on, so, and he asks the right questions. But I'm not feeling the whole you fight that person and you fight that person, because I really don't think that, like, if they would have gotten to it, I would have been like, oh, okay, I'm not shocked. But I really don't feel like Tabby was worried about fighting Dolly over her chain. She was just celebrating not getting her ass beat by Lex 5 seconds ago. Like, she wasn't even worried about that. And then Rican and Dolly fighting. It's like, Dolly, of course, Dolly said she wanted to fight somebody, but she didn't say who. And Santana just like, Rican, like, stand up. And Rican stood up. Like, and I guess nobody just wanted to say no because they didn't want, you know, the pushback from Santana about it. But no shade, I felt like that was weird. Then after the fight with Tabby and Dolly kind of like falls on the floor a little bit, and Cold Killer, you know, just runs up on her automatically. And it's like, it seemed like, you know, Cold Killer, she got a little few hits in it, and then Rican jumped into it. And so Dolly, you know, was kind of getting jumped for a little bit, and Santana got mad again, and she was just like, yo, where y'all at? That I was kind of gagged that, you know, they was letting, you know, Dolly do that. Like, I'm not sure if they were being held up by security and whatnot. If they were, that's different. But I was shocked that, you know, it was a whole bunch of jumping going on, and you know, they kind of weren't doing it back, because it's like, especially like from last reunion, you know, they came out on that in the show, you know, throughout Baddies Africa, you know, they were jumping people together. It was given that they were on that, you know, like it was always this little 3-on-3 thing they had going on. So yeah, I was like Santana in that aspect, like, what's going on? But like Summer said, you know, she just got her boobs done, she can't fight. But when we sit down and finally get dialogue, like the new three, they said that, you know, they came to the reunion on that because they feel like it was like that in the house. Cold Killer, they was throwing bottles, they were, you know, her little cadence, and it's just like, yeah, bottles were being thrown at them. This all did start over the name, you know, poop was being thrown and woo woo woo. So it's just like, yeah, I'm not shocked that, you know, watching all this back and seeing all this, like, they wanted to be on that again. So then Lex goes down and she addresses everyone that she feels like she got issues with. And first she addresses Anna. She says she feels like Anna is always poking the bear, and she knows she can, you know, whoop Anna's ass. So she just asks Anna, does she need that or not? Anna said no. The crowd was booing and whatnot, but it's just like, honestly, y'all know Lex will beat Anna's ass. But the thing is, if Anna is going to keep talking crap about Big Lex, then no, like, Big Lex is going to have to get that from her. Like, if after this Anna goes and talks crap about Big Lex, then no lie, yeah, she's gonna have to get that from her, because it's just like Big Lex said, poking the bear. Then we get into the whole Tabby and birthday thing again.
We were going to start on her time. And then snuff me. Right? Is it an issue? You make no sense. Listen. You make no sense. She said we were gonna fight on her time. She said, I'm gonna fight you when I wanna fight you. It was still up. Then you know, the shit happened with me and Scotty. Then when I went to the bus, they was talking shit. All that shit happened. You call me, I'm coming. Then the shit happened with the wig. And so at that point, I wanted everybody, but it was still up with Tabby. Okay. It just so happened to be her birthday.
The funny thing about this scene, y'all might say is reaching, and I ain't trying to be messy, but it's just like, y'all know how y'all can tell when somebody always want a moment or claps from the audience. It's like, I'm not saying Tabby doesn't feel how she feels about Lex, but her keep repeating stuff, you're ugly, you're whatever the hell she was saying, like, and you can tell that she wanted some, yeah, your personality makes you ugly, you're a terrible person, you know you can beat me up, why didn't you spare me on my birthday, how dare you, she wanted, yeah, how dare you, and And it's just like, I'm glad, you know, everybody just kind of let them yell at each other. Because I was just like, yo, at the end of the day, y'all had beef. You got your ass beat. It just so happened to be your birthday. Do I feel like Big Lex was kind of heartless with sneaking her on her birthday? Yeah, I still feel like that. But at the end of the day, y'all had beef. And you got your ass beat while you're out on your birthday. It just so happened to be your birthday. Like Lex said, it's not like it was personal where it's just like, I'm about to beat your ass and it's your birthday. It's just the fact that I so happen to beat your ass and it's your birthday. If y'all get what I mean, like, I don't feel like, even though in her confessional, it was just like, oh, well, kids, happy birthday. Like Lex said, like, we had beef regardless if it was gonna be your birthday or not. I took the opportunity while Fauna and Summer were fighting to catch you lacking, because you said you were gonna get me on your time, so I got you on my time. Like, so it's just like, the thing is, you know what? I'm gonna say that after I say this. Let me get into the whole Scotty and Lex thing. So then Santana wants to know, you know, what's going on between her and Scotty.
Let's get down to the bottom. Let's get to the narrative. Everyone thinks I was just picking on Scotty for no reason. Okay. Every time I fought Scotty, I had a reason. What? Whether that was valid or not to anybody else.
Give us one reason.
Okay, the first. It goes back to Midwest. The reason I fought her, I called. Listen. Okay, so Anna and Scotty both jumped Summer on the.
You jumped me.
Shut up, Scotty. Shut up.
So I jumped you back when you got on Anna.
Scotty,
That's dead.
I never jumped you first.
Why
Do you
can't
think
I
I
listen to her
never
explain?
fought you, Scotty? Stop acting like
You did.
I jumped.
You ran right in with these two and jumped me. You did. And then I turned around and I jumped you when you was on her. Period. And then that was done. You came into the season and you decided to sneak me. Little old me.
Scotty, at the end of the day, on Midwest in fucking Hawaii, Anna and Scotty jumped Summer. When we were at the Hawaii dinner,
Oh, no, we got our ones.
I said, Scotty, you get in the pen with me. If it's two of y'all and y'all height differences like this, why can't it be me and my bitch and our height difference is like that? Why can't I have my bitch back? However, right or wrong?
Why are we talking about last
Why
season?
can't I have my bitch back
We're in
like
a
you
whole
had her
nother
bitch
reunion.
back, or y'all
And
had
you
each other
turned
back?
around and-
Second time, honestly, that fight was really whatever. It wasn't no reason. It was just like a whatever fight. You feel me? The third fight was the wig. Where do I not have a reason?
I spoke up for my friends when you were fighting them. I really wanted to know why. It was very confusing. I said what I said.
I told you why.
mad about it? I don't care.
And the thing that pissed me off about this is that it goes all the way back to Midwest. And it's just like, basically, they talk about the whole, I ran up on Scotty at the reunion with my girls because Scotty hit Summer with Anna. Cool. Me personally, I get that. You jump, you know, you feel like your girl got jumped, so you jump the girl that you feel like jumped your girl. Like that part I get. However, I feel like it should have been left there. It carried over to Africa, and according to Lex, like, I did that whole sneaking thing, you know, episode 1, because I feel like I never got you at the reunion. And it's like, honestly, have Lex and Scotty ever squared up to fight? Honestly, no. So Lex feels like that was probably her opportunity to do it. Was it corny and lame that I just took the opportunity to sneak you? Absolutely. I agree with Scotty on that part. If you wanted to fight me, you could have fought me head up. But the thing is, Lex probably felt like she wasn't going to get that opportunity. But at the same time, yeah, lame to sneak her. Low-key, yeah. Because it's like, y'all beef wasn't that deep. Like I said, I don't even feel like the beef should have got carried over to Africa. But I hated the fact that within that, Scotty is just like, you want to sneak little old me? Girl, it ain't nothing about Scotty that's little, okay? So, no lie. Do I feel like her sneaking Scotty is lame? Yeah, but if her reasoning was because she felt like she didn't get her at the reunion, it's just like, that's her reasoning. And then we get into the house, in the whole, you know, wig thing. Like, she explained that when she was talking to Tabby, you know, the whole wig thing happened and woo woo woo. She just feels like they were going back and forth. So I feel like, are Lex's reasonings for fighting Scotty stupid? Yeah, but she literally gave reasons of why she did it. You jumped my friend. You were sticking up for your friend. I stuck up for my friend. I didn't feel like I got you good enough at the reunion, so I took the opportunity to sneak you on Africa. And now on Africa, it just seems like the beef is going because we're doing tick for tack stuff with each other. Like, is it stupid? Yeah, but I feel like those were the reasoning. People are just like, oh, she never gave a reason. I was just like, no, I heard the reasonings. Y'all just don't like them. But like I said, we can all admit that the reasonings are stupid. But all the reason that these people fight are stupid. Nobody literally has a legit reason to, you know, fight each other. All the reasonings when these girls were talking on the stage or what they were arguing about, it was stupid. And they... You know, Roelly and Natalie fighting over something that happened with Amber Rose. Amber Rose not even there. Natalie and DTB stay fighting over something stupid. Everybody fighting over something stupid. Y'all just don't like Big Lex. So y'all gonna be like, no, that doesn't make sense, girl. Ain't none of this shit don't ever make sense. Cause well, they about to be fighting over something stupid again. It's like, it's never gonna make sense. But it's just like, yeah, no lie. I understood what Big Lex was saying, but me personally, I can just also recognize it's stupid. But the reason why I want them to just drop this little beef, because Lex, you're not really gonna get your chance to handle Scotty like you want. So, and the fact that Scotty's not really gonna square up with Lex and fight, like for real, is literally going to continue to look like Big Lex is just, you know, like poking and picking with Scotty. But like I said, we cannot deny the fact that Scotty's sometimes do not be doing shit too. Like I said, she ripped up the wig. She did the whole, oh girl, this is your storyline thing, then did the, oh my gosh, I don't want to fight thing. So it's just like, this whole situation is weird. But I'm tired of it being a one-sided thing, because I heard explanations from this side and it's just like the other side just doesn't hear it because they just don't like it. But it's just like, so yeah, I said all that to say this. Y'all probably gonna be mad, but it's just like, I just feel like when it comes down to Lex and Scotty, Lex gave, you know, some little reasons where they stupid, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, we're just not gonna pretend like Scotty's just innocent. And her using the whole little old me excuse, it's just like, girl, you's not little, you just doing stuff and you don't want to fight about it. So it's just like, I just wish they would drop this beef, because Scotty's not gonna fight Lex. So it's just like, Lex should just let it go. She should have asked Scotty the same question she asked Anna. Do you want to fight? Yes or no? She knows the answer is no, so she should just drop it. Just drop it. And then I forgot to bring up, like, Summer tells, you know, Tabby to kind of fight Pretty P for Ivory, because Tabby said she was gonna fight, you know, Ivory, and you know, Ivory's not here and Pretty P's her girl. And, you know, Summer said that to say that the reasoning for Lex going back and forth the whole time was Lex saying that she's picking and choosing. She's trying to say that Tabby's picking and choosing because she don't want to fight Pretty P for Ivory. And I just feel like Tabby and Pretty P are cool, so she, you know, doesn't really make sense for them to really fight on Ivory's behalf. Like, you know, she could have just fight Ivory head up. Like, I wouldn't want to see Pretty P and Tabby fight on Ivory's behalf. So I wouldn't necessarily say that's picking and choosing. But I feel like Summer tried to point that as, you know, the whole reason that Lex and Tabby were fighting in the first place. I forgot to add that. But then we end with final thoughts, and it's like the big three basically says, you know, F everybody, you know, we Lex talking about I got my own plush doll, Dolly talking about I ain't never gonna see y'all again, and Summer sitting here talking about y'all boring, but Lex talking about she like Cold Killer. Cold Killer was like, what? Summer sitting here talking about Fauna was the only person throwing down. So it's just like, bro, y'all could have got along. Y'all could have got along, but y'all let everything that y'all had going on, getting away with that. It's like y'all really could have been cool. Then when DTV comes back out, she has on a full outfit change, and I was like, what the hell? So Natalie never came back out. Natalie did not want no smoke with DTV. Okay, she did her little sneak, ate that little, and then she was just like, oh no, got out of Dodge. So yeah, y'all, we are finally done with Baddies Africa. This whole season, like I said, I can rate it a good 6 out of 10. It's just like, it was just, I don't know. Like I said, I was, at a certain point, I was over the whole trio versus trio thing. I wish they would have got over it. And it's just like, it just kind of dragged it out. I don't know. This season, the dynamics, it was too weird. But yeah, y'all, the reunion, you know, again, I say like a good 6 out of 10. It's like, this season was just like, whatever, another baddie season. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this season overall. And I really hope that none of the beats from this season go over to next season. Like, I'm over it. Because I hated that at this reunion, we still discussing stuff from Midwest. And it's just like, at this certain point, we just need to just let it go. Like I said, I'm tired of Lex versus Tabby. I'm tired of Lex versus Scotty. I don't want it to be the 3 versus 3 again. You know, Roelly just need to suffer for Natalie in peace. And it's just like, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need all that to stop right there. So yeah, y'all, of course I'm gonna do Baddies USA. So when y'all see Baddies USA, I'm gonna see it. And let's just hope it's better than Baddies Africa, because it's just like, yeah. So until that comes out, until the meantime, just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.